I haven't even seen it. I'm sure it's Baleba to Man United.
He's in
I don't know how they've done.
Who?
I love him. Baleba, the midfielder who's.
Right.
I'll be honest. I would have liked him at Arsenal, but before we got.
Norgard.
I mean, I think that we're looking at. I know Norgard is more Jorginho replacement, but I know when it comes to the Thomas Partey replacement, Baleba fits that profile. He's just a bit younger, so he have a little bit less experience, but he is a top quality player. To see that he's now going to Man United, I'm quite shocked if I'm honest, because they're supposed to have no money. Sesko's, if they get him, is going to be big money.
All of a sudden, they now have to switch up everything.
I don't know where they.
They've always got money, haven't they? Yeah, Manchester United at the end of the day. Yeah, they
legacy.
find a way.
Real devil club, bro.
I genuinely, I think they've done really good business. I think having a front three of
Cunha.
Cunha, and Sesko is strong. If they add Baleba to their midfield with Bruno Fernandes, I don't know, maybe Mainu plays or Mason Mount, I think might get minutes in there.
He played all right in pre-season.
And then defensively, then they're not even in a terrible place. You've got Dalot and Mazraoui at right back. You've got Luke Shaw, if he stays fit, at left back. Who else? They got who's the guy they bought in January?
They got
What's his name?
Euro. They got Dorgu. They got Lenny.
Dorgu.
They got Lenny Euro. They got Dorgu. They got Haven. Yep. They
Sandro, Delict.
Delict's gonna get a lot of minutes. Harry Maguire.
They got a decent squad there, man.
It's just a man.
But is it enough to?
I don't know.
They were 15th or 16th last season.
Yeah, 15th.
So is it enough to get them back into? I think it's a lot of spending. I think a rebuild. I think there's so many things fundamentally wrong with Man United. I think a rebuild will take longer than most people expect. But you're right. They're bringing in players that are of quality. Premier League. I'm always a Premier League proven man.
Yeah.
I know I've spoke to Curtis yesterday. He's like, what does that even mean? But players that have played in the league and are used to it
and perform.
I think that's good business in my opinion. Granted, he made a good argument that some of the best players of at the moment in Premier League weren't Premier League proven. Like Isak's come in, he's come out from out of the league, and there's other players he mentioned. I was like, yeah, it's a good argument. But for me, that's always my benchmark, is if you've played in the Premier League before, and the players that they've got, like you said, the Cunhas, the Mbeuemos, the Balebas, these are good Premier League players.
Yeah.
So it's good. It annoys me because all I think is, shit, we have them first game of the season at their place.
Yeah, for real.
But
and their fans are going to be up for it now. Yeah. I know United fans that 2-3 weeks ago were kind of down in the dumps about it, depressed about it. Now it's looking on the up. Look, I know a lot of their fans, shout out Saeed, calling him Benjamin Tesco. It looks like he's going to be your player now, mate. So, but look, he has potential. I think he's 22 years old. He could bang straight away. He could bang in 2-3 years. I know a lot of their fans actually like Joshua Zirkzee. So whether you rotate those two, so you don't have to rush Sesko in necessarily. I think it's looking more positive now for United.
United are a legacy club, and I think people kind of forget, as much as we joke about them, they dominated when I was younger, when we was younger, they dominated. So they're still living off of that.
Yeah, they're the biggest.
Do you know what I mean? So it's like, as much as I get it, because I've listened to the Newcastle fans and they're like, how can you go to Man United over us? We've got Champions League. I guess they're signing up for the potential that Man United will come back stronger, and it's only inevitable that can happen. They're making the right signings. My thing was just obviously with Amrin. Amrin is now getting all his pieces on the board, and it's whether he can kind of put them all together for this team to actually play good football moving forward, because it's always been questionable their style of play. That's the one thing. So it'll be interesting to see what he does. Yes, we do have him on the first game of the season. It's going to be a very tasty game. I still believe we can still outwit them. But I feel like they are obviously filling out all the weaknesses that they had. They're addressing it as well, which is good for them.
I do kind of like the fact that if Sesko does go to United, we've got Gyökeres at us. It feels like a bit of an old school kind of like
The Rock versus Brock Lesnar.
Let's shoot out, like, you know. There was a we want Gyökeres, we want Sesko. We got Gyökeres now. They've got Sesko. It's like it was kind of like it completely went the opposite way, but like Darwin Núñez, Haaland, everyone was like, oh, who's gonna outscore? Obviously, we know what happened with that comparison, but it's quite nice to have that small bit of. I mean, we've always had rivalry with two big clubs, Arsenal and Man United, but it's nice to, if they do get Sesko, obviously it's not fully confirmed yet, that'd be nice to have two top strikers trying to go out, especially when they've been linked to both clubs at a stage. I think it's kind of old school sort of rivalry, a little battle.
I said to Laurie right at the start as well, I was like, it's interesting because at the start of the window, it looked like Sesko was Arsenal's first choice target.
Yeah.
and Gyökeres was United's first Swiss target.
Yeah.
We got Gyökeres, they got Sesko.
Yeah.
I do have to say though, Sesko is more of a project. Gyökeres is 27 years old. He's coming in to do it right now.
Yeah.
Arsenal, we don't have time.
No.
Whereas Sesko is 22 years old. Like I say, they've got Xerxes there who they can bring in. Hoyland will still play minutes. So I don't think it is. I know what you're saying about the shootout, striker, but it's not two ready-made players coming in and going at each other. Or they're not necessarily both going to start every week.
But don't get it twisted. They will laugh if Sesko comes in and starts banging and Gyökeres isn't.
100%.
The Man United fans will be.
No. I would. If I was a United fan, I would. Of course I would.
Let's do it. I don't want anyone to take away that factor because that was what they'll be doing.
Yeah,
And vice versa. Even like you said, he is a project striker, Sesko. But even if Gyökeres just starts slapping and Sesko's stinking out of the place, I'll be laughing at United fans saying,
Wow.
"Look what happened here."
Stinking out of the place.
Yeah, man.
But it is good for the Prem. I think it's good that you're getting all of the influx of all these players, like world-class players, potential world-class players coming to us. It's not just the managers now. We're getting the creme de la creme in terms of the strikers as well. So it's only going to make the leagues better. The English players as well are going to obviously elevate their game as well. So yeah, I'm just excited for the season ahead because it's going to be a big season for all of the
Does anyone feel a little bit sorry for Newcastle? Or their fans, because they've just been rejected, man.
No pull. They haven't
Left,
got
right,
the pull,
centre,
mate.
no, but they just won a trophy.
They haven't got that pulling power negotiating it between Newcastle and Man United. Obviously, Man United sold it more to the player. And I think that's where, again, what Cecil's saying about Newcastle just think they can throw their money at it and it's going to stick. But, all right, yeah, you can obviously put a certain price on the player, but then it's down to your negotiations with the player. How are you selling the club? How are you selling the project, the dream? And I feel like Man United have probably got a better setup compared to Newcastle.
But you can't really compare Newcastle with Man United as a top club, even though United are...
It's not comparing, it's just saying that I feel like Newcastle feel like they're obviously they're in a different league now in the sense of they're rolling with the big boys, but they think they can just here's my money, that's it.
United are, let's be honest,
right?
United
it's
are
history.
in the top 3 clubs in the world.
Exactly.
The players are slowly jogging about on the pitch. Yeah, big up everyone in the comments
Yeah, shout out to everyone.
that said people are complaining about us talking about other football, but there's this is
What do you want us? When we talk about Arsenal, what do they say?
They just said that, can you talk about the game? I was like, it's half time, boys. Like,
Massive game against United. We're going to need him
There we are.
because he'll be facing up against, it would appear, Benjamin Sesko.
Yeah, would definitely
Possibly,
put it up.
innit?
Yeah. No, I think you're right. Looks like that's going through today. We've seen news. I think United's met the same money that Newcastle bid, which is around 80 million euros. Add-ons, I don't know exactly. But yeah, it's interesting because at the start of the window, it looked like Arsenal's number one target was Benjamin Sesko.
That's right.
And United's was Victor Gyökeres. And now it looks like
It's gone full
they've
circle.
gone to the opposite club. So interesting.
Exciting.
Come on,
If
man.
it was anyone, look at even what we've happened with Man United and all of the talk about Sesko. Sesko, before he was linked to Man United, what was everyone saying about him when he was linked to us? He's Deadwood, he's this, he's Tesco and everything like that. Now they've managed to get him across the line. He's the next thing since sliced bread. It's the same thing with
No,
Gyökeres.
but the thing is, right,
People are playing it down.
Why would we want to play down Gyökeres' arrival? We've been waiting for him to sign.
for ages.
For any team, he would
So
be
now
he
we
would be a
signed him.
class signing.